Hey, Ferguson team. It was a pleasure speaking with you this past Friday. I very much enjoyed our call. And as promised, I wanted to go ahead and provide a quick audit for y'all as well. But before we get into that, just want to give a quick refresher on Rethink Design and our capabilities. So, Rethink Design is a conversion rate optimization focused agency. We focus on increasing the top line revenue numbers through increased conversions on the website. All your paid and organic initiatives all funnel through that website. So the website is touching everything, right? So if we can increase conversions there, then you get a higher ROI on paid and organic initiatives. With that being said, we also have full enhanced capabilities to do all the integrations that you guys are looking for, all of the technical SEO needed for the website to get some of that great free traffic as well. But at least in terms of the conversion rate optimization side of things, whenever we rebuild a website, our average is a 73.1% increase in conversions. So right now, your main conversion or KPI for the website would be getting successful clicks right here, get a free quote. Right now, you said that conversion rate is about 10% on the website. So that being said, with an increase of 73.1%, if you're just in the middle 50, and obviously we're going to be shooting for the higher bracket of that, we'll be seeing an increase of 5% on top of that. So what that would look like would be a conversion rate of 15%. That would be our goal and our main KPI to complete with this website. So with that being said, I would love to get into the specifics of what we see that would be immediate changes. We've run over 12,000 split tests. We've rebuilt many hundreds of websites to date from the inception of the company. So we have a lot of this data and IP that we can make these certain decisions on. So what we're looking at right now is the main homepage. Majority of the traffic, my guess, is hitting this page as the first point of contact when touching your website. What we're looking at right here is considered above the fold. This is what everybody who at least lets the website load up in full will be seeing. So this is going to be the first impression and the most important aspect of the website here. So right now you have a sliding carousel with different pieces and facets of the company, certain value adds, solutions to, I guess, some individuals' pain points or the majority of the pain points, as well as this form right here, which is that, again, main KPI that you're looking for, which is the request a free quote or get a free quote. So with this being said, we've noticed that having copy, the text basically right here, directly on top of images is not easy to read by any means, especially when you have, for example, white text over a relatively bright picture, right? There's no contrast and it's very difficult to read. So people will just see this as a big amount of mush that's on the website, and people will not read this. And this can actually detract and get individuals disinterested in actually going ahead and furthering their user journey on the website. Second thing is specifically with this quote right here, this quoting slide right here, we've also noticed that there needs to be a heavy amount of hand holding on the website. So we understand what this looks like through obviously psychology and understanding how people interact with the website, but also secondly, making some UI adjustments as well, user interface adjustments. So on the UX side of things, individuals usually look at the top left side of the screen first. The second position where their eyes go is the top middle. The third position is going to be the middle left. The fourth position is going to be right in the middle of the website. And then fifth position will be on the bottom left. So basically, if you just slash the website from top right to bottom left, they're looking at the left side of that screen mostly, right? The quoting form right here is on the right side of the screen. So we would most likely adjust this over to the left side of the screen so more people see that quote and then more people go to convert there. Second thing is making sure that we are using colors very, very, very strategically as well. So I like the get a free quote being in this bright yellow. It attracts the eyes there. And again, we are hand holding these individuals, and that it also goes ahead and changes color when you hover over it again to keep the attention of the individuals. But we can go ahead and implement a couple of different things, for example, like bordering, shading, increasing the size of certain CTAs as well, having maybe sub CTAs if there is some secondary conversion, to make sure that we are getting, again, as most people through this user journey on the website as possible. As we go ahead and scroll down, now we see a ton of text. I can almost guarantee you that maybe 1 out of 1,000 people on the website are actually reading this text. So we want to get, again, to be very selective with the text or sections or placements of the creative or assets that we use to make sure that everything has a place on the website and that everything makes sense on the website. So right when we go and scroll under the fold, what we recommend is showing proof of concept, right? People do not trust companies these days. People trust people. So you have these client testimonials, which is very far down this web page, and there's drop off on every one of these sections. A very small percentage of the people on this website are actually looking at these client testimonials. Let's go ahead and pop these all the way up here. So you see what Ferguson is saying about Ferguson, but now let's see what your past customers are saying about Ferguson. Again, building that trust and also humanizing the brand as well. Past that, you have all these different services, again, very text heavy. How do we consolidate this messaging? And this is something that we're going to be working with you guys on directly to understand. Oh, what happened here? Let's go back. My apologies, what these specific little icons have, and then the text under that. Again, we want to make sure that we are consolidated throughout. Next thing here is these call to actions being very, very, very text heavy. We want to, again, consolidate that messaging and also have continuity throughout all those call to actions. All these call to actions should be to get us to the next step of that revenue driving step, which is going to be to go ahead and get that free quote. So having CTAs all throughout, say get a free quote or call us, right? Because you can do quotes that way as well. So CTA right here, get a free quote. CTA right here, get a free quote. And again, going down that as well. So these are just a couple of things that we see that are initial steps that we'd be looking at. Obviously, we'd be looking at hundreds or, the website's relatively big, maybe even thousands of different touch points, and understanding those buyer journeys and figuring out how we end up ameliorating any of those friction points and ultimately getting those conversion rates as high as possible, which is the most important piece and aspect of a website. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.